Alright, so we're inside the RV. Just want to explain a few of the controls, just so you can be familiar with them. We'll start up in the cab and then kind of work our way back. We've got the kids playing in here. So basic controls, you know, start. You got your gauges up front. Those are pretty self-explanatory. Lights on the left-hand side here. It does have cruise control. Cruise control does work, which is really nice. You've got your heat, your cool. Air condition works so-so in the cab. It does work.
Hello.
This knob right here, many people don't know. This is for the rear, which is back there under the bed. So those vents you see coming out under the bed, that controls this. It's actually an auxiliary heat pump. So, you know, if it's summertime, you don't want that on. If it's hot in here, that's probably why. We got our CD player, all the other basic necessities. We have some other tools and different stuff in this guy. Then up top, our backup camera. Hopefully when you're taking it, it works. The receiver burns out real easy. And then on the back here, hold on, bud. And then this will tell you your main battery power, and then that will tell you your auxiliary power. Your auxiliary power is the two batteries that are underneath the RV here. You're gonna need that if you want to, you know, really do much of anything in the RV when you're driving. If you want to, you know, use water or whatnot. So the top bunk, you can slide this out and do that. Don't mess with this guy. That's kind of controls the dual power. The table does flip down to a bed. So what you'll do is kick out the leg and then pull the table up and out and then slide down. But take the cushions off first. Before you do that, then you put the cushions back over and you're good to go. Walk back here and explain some of these controls. So right now the auxiliary batteries are dead. But if you push this, it'll actually tell you your water level. Push and hold. LP is same thing. You can kind of see the lights lighting up. Your water pump, you push that on when you're not connected to water, then you'll get water pump. It's holding tank 1 and holding tank 2, so that's how full they are. And then your water heater. Only use your water heater when you actually want to use it. Don't just leave it on and let it run all the time. It'll actually overflow on the outside because it boils over. It doesn't really know where's what. So you got a hood fan, hood light, pretty basic. Refrigerator works. It's like a normal refrigerator. You got to be plugged in for that. AC controls, so air conditioning up top. Don't use the AC. Don't use the AC unless you're plugged into a 30 amp. If you're just plugged into like a 20 or a 15 amp service, like on a house or through an extension cord, don't use this because your extension cord will start melting pretty quick. So only use this if you're plugged into a true 30 amp circuit, just with the standard plug. So your stove here, your stove runs on the propane, so you do have to have propane. The valve has to be open. One thing you need to know is the pilot under here. The pilot is under the bottom here. If you turn on the LP, you're going to want to light the pilot light. What happens, it spills out a little bit and you'll start to smell LP. So you want to light the pilot light even if you're driving or whatever you're doing. So light that up. Walk towards the back. So if circuits aren't working, there's a few fuses in here. This is the fuse panel. If you just pull on this, it'll open up. So important. It's probably the most important thing. If you poop, you pee, you got to treat it. You need to have water in it too. So that's what this guy is. Campichem. You want to pour probably you know, half a cup of this stuff into the toilet with a couple gallons of water. There's also a little scrub brush down in there, so if you do poo, make sure you do it. And if you poo or pee, you better not bring it back with poop and pee in it, because that's nasty. It ain't right. It ain't right. Okay. Other than that, on the inside, everything else is pretty self-explanatory. Make sure you have these latches on there. I advise not using the heater here. The ducts inside they're just a little dusty and it creates a little bit of a smell. Other than that, next video will explain getting ready to hit the road.